Hey guys, it's Alyssa with WDW Bound, and today we're talking about the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios Orlando. With the parks reopening this week, we thought this would be a great opportunity to talk about our favorite part of Universal Studios. First of all, let's talk about the two sections within the parks. The first one we're going to talk about is Diagon Alley, located at Universal Studios Orlando. The second is Hogsmeade, located in Islands of Adventure, which we'll talk about in a bit. So the first thing that we're going to talk about are the shops that are in Diagon Alley. Now there are a ton, so I'm not going to cover all of them. Just kind of highlights of kind of what our favorites are. The first place that we'll recommend that you stop will be Ollivanders, which is the interactive wand shop. This is where you will choose your interactive wand based on a significant date, whether it's your anniversary or a birth date, or just your favorite date if it's a holiday, something like that. These will be the more expensive of the wands that you can purchase because they are interactive. However, you can also purchase the licensed wands here as well if you want to get an iconic wand like the Elder Wand or Harry Potter's wand, something like that. Now, I will tell you that this is not the location for the wand choosing ceremony. So if you want to do that experience, you'll have to go to Hogsmeade, which we'll cover in just a little bit. That is where the wand choosing ceremony is. There are also tons of other shops like the Weasley's Joke Shop. There's also Sugar Plum's Sweet Shop where you can get fudge cakes, cauldron cakes, stuff like that. And there's also a Gringotts Money Exchange, which is really cool, where you can actually exchange your money for some currency that is exclusive to this section of the park, which you can actually use towards another purchase, or you can just keep it as a souvenir. Another really cool spot to check out is Nocturne Alley. This is another place where we recommend using your interactive wands. It's a great place to get away from the crowds. It's not really populated, it's dark, and you can get away from the heat. This is also where you can find Borgin and Burke's shop, and this is the merchandise store for specifically things that are dark arts related. So you can get anything from prop replicas to t-shirts. As I mentioned before, this is going to be a great place to really try out your interactive wands. There's a couple different places in this section of the park. It's not going to be super crowded. Not a lot of people come down to Nocturne Alley. Really, there's only Borgin and Burke's and then these interactive wand spots. So it keeps the crowds down a little bit. You're not going to have as much competition as far as the spots are concerned. There's at least, I think, 3 or 4 places where you can use your interactive wands. So this is a great place to cool off, relax, just have a little fun, and get away from the crowds. So next we're going to talk about the rides available in Diagon Alley. Really, there's only one. There's Escape from Gringotts, which the queue takes you through Gringotts Bank. It's not my favorite queue. I feel like Forbidden Journey is much better in Hogsmeade, but it's still pretty neat, and the chandelier at the center of the bank is awe-inspiring. With all rides, we do recommend using the test seats. Larger frames and super tall folk probably will have issues with this ride, so just kind of keep that in mind. So next we're going to talk about the food. One of the places that we got to try out last trip was Florin Fortescue's ice cream shop, where we got green apple soft serve and then the salted caramel blondie. These were both really excellent. And then we also got to try out the Leaky Cauldron. So my husband got just the banger sandwich, and then it came with potato wedges. I got the specialty chicken sandwich. Both were phenomenal. My husband thoroughly enjoyed the banger sandwich, and then we got some specialty drinks, which we got the fishy green ale and the tongue-tying lemon squash. The fishy green ale is a love it or hate it. I did not love it. I would not order it again. And then the lemon squash was basically just a tangier lemonade, which is totally my speed. I love tang, so it was really good too. So I'm going to answer the question that you probably are all asking yourselves, and that important question is, where can I get butterbeer? And in Diagon Alley's case, you can get it at the Leaky Cauldron, or you can actually also get it at a dedicated shop near Nocturne Alley. So just head towards Nocturne Alley and it will be on your left. It's across from the main bathrooms. So if you've had your fill of Diagon Alley and want to go check out Hogsmeade, we highly recommend taking the Hogwarts Express. You will need a park hopper pass. I don't know what Universal calls it, but it's basically where you can do both parks with one ticket. You will need to have this in order to ride the Hogwarts Express, and so once you do, you will have an interactive experience transporting from one section of the park to the other, and they go back and forth. So quick and easy transportation between Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley. So Hogsmeade, if you're familiar with the books and the movies, this is the wizard village outside of Hogwarts. This is mostly outdoors. There's plenty of places to get butterbeer outside. There's 2 carts, and it can also be purchased inside the 3 broomsticks. This is also where the Hogwarts Castle Tour and Forbidden Journey ride is located. So the Castle Tour is the entire queue for the Forbidden Journey ride, but you do not have to ride in order to do the castle tour. The castle tour is totally worth standing in line. You go through all the castle, you get to hear the portraits on the wall talking to themselves, and you get to check out all this really, really cool stuff within Hogwarts Castle.
Let's just hope it doesn't burn down the Owlery like last time.
Sounds like yet another clear violation of the Warlocks Convention of 1709. But then again, with all these muggles running about, perhaps a dragon is just what we need.
What a dreadful thing to say, Salazar.
A few muggles might be just what the Slytherin team needs, judging from their most recent efforts. Exactly when was the last time your house won the Quidditch Cup, Salazar?
I will not dignify that with an answer, Godric.
Oh, listen to all of us quarreling. Our guests must think us most ungracious hosts.
Good. Then maybe they'll leave.
So next we'll talk about the rides. We've already briefly talked about Forbidden Journey. That's one of them. The next is going to be Flight of the Hippogriff, which is like a kiddie coaster. And then there's also Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure, which unfortunately we did not get to experience on our last trip because it was down. But we've heard amazing things. There's also plenty of shops. There's the Owlery, where you can purchase special postage and actually mail postcards with a Hogsmeade stamp on them. There's also the other location for Ollivanders, which is where the wand ceremony location is. And then there's Honeydukes, which is the candy shop where you can get all your favorite wizarding candy to take home as a souvenir. The restaurant here is the 3 Broomsticks, which serves traditional UK food like roast chicken, fish and chips, that kind of stuff. This is also another butterbeer location, and then the Boar's Head is located at the back of 3 Broomsticks, where you can get additional drinks as well. There's a ton of outdoor entertainment as well. There's a nighttime projection show on the castle, as well as a singing frog choir in Hogsmeade. There's a ton going on at Diagon Alley as well, so keep that in mind and check that out too. Well, that's all we have for you today. We hope you enjoyed this video. As always, please like and subscribe. Leave us some comments if we left your favorite thing out of the video. Let others know what your favorite things are, and we'll see you next time.